Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brandon, and I'm a botanical artist based in New York City. Today I want to show you a garden that's very dear to my heart, and one I spend a lot of time photographing and sketching. This is the South or English style garden, which is part of the larger Central Park Conservatory Garden. It's located on the northeastern corner of the park between 104th and 106th Streets along 5th Avenue, just south of the Harlem Mirror. The Conservatory Garden is one of my favorite spots in all of Manhattan. As I mentioned, the South Garden is also referred to as the English style garden, and that's because it's said to be designed in the tradition of a classic English garden. As you can see, the plantings are informal and abundant, and the planting beds are arranged in these sweeping concentric curves. This arrangement allows for the garden to reveal itself slowly to visitors. You instinctively follow the curved paths as the garden gently beckons you to keep strolling, to see what's around the bend. And what is around the bend are layers of colorful spring delights. Last April, when I shot this video, the planting beds were bursting with blue muscari, white and yellow daffodils, and tulips in every shade from light pink to the deepest maroon red, like this Queen of the Night tulip. There's a wonderful sense of discovery here. Every turn opens a new composition, a new combination of color and texture. It's really lovely. As a botanical artist, I'm drawn to a plant's fine details, and daffodils have some of the most exquisite detail of any spring bulb. The South Garden features a wonderful variety of daffodils, and I want to point out a couple that I found particularly lovely. This is Narcissus Regeneration, and I think right off the bat what I'm drawn to is this remarkable pattern in the flower petals. They are soft butter yellow, but right in the center, around the corona, there's a ring of pure white. It almost has a tie-dyed effect when you see them in a cluster like this. Regeneration is a jonquil, and like most daffodils of that type, it has a strong, lovely fragrance. Minnow is another daffodil that stood out to me, which, given its small stature, is a bit surprising. Minnow is a petite Tazetta narcissus, but it makes a big impact by producing a profusion of the most perfect little blooms. It has a wonderful naturalistic quality, and it's best used at the front of a bed tucked around the feet of taller plants, like it is here. Let's turn our attention to some of the tulips being grown in the garden, because there were plenty of them and they were really putting on a show when I visited. Spring green really caught my eye with its ivory petals and apple green markings. It's definitely one of the most distinctive tulips in this garden. It's a viridiflora tulip, and that's in reference to that green coloring that you see running throughout its petals. I think it's really unusual, and I'll certainly be using it as a subject for a painting. One other tulip that couldn't be missed was the lovely Mystic Van Eyck. It is a Darwin hybrid tulip, which are known for being large and robust. You can see it has voluptuous, large cup-shaped blooms in the most perfect shade of coral pink. It was almost glowing in the afternoon sun, especially when planted in a group like this. This is the iconic Burnett Fountain, located at the center of the garden. The fountain is a memorial to Francis Hodgson Burnett. the beloved author of The Secret Garden. Following Burnett's death in 1924, her friends commissioned sculptor Bessie Potter Vano to create an original piece in her honor. The fountain's two bronze figures represent Mary and Dickon, the central characters from The Secret Garden. It was placed here in the central pool when the Conservatory Garden opened to the public in 1937, and it's been delighting visitors ever since. Before I go, I want to show you one more part of this garden that doesn't always get the attention it deserves. This is the woodland slope that runs along the southern edge of the garden. This is where the South Garden's design shifts from the formal to the wild, and if you think about the gardens found around grand English country estates, you'll often see a transition from more formal gardens near the stately homes that transition out into naturalized woodlands and pastures. I don't think it's an accident that we see the same concept happening here. The woodland slope creates a bridge between the formal garden and the wooded park that surrounds it. In April, the slope is covered with Virginia bluebells, intermingled with yellow daffodils and various shade-loving plants. Shade gardens are one of my personal favorites, and I never pass up a chance to see what's blooming here on the woodland slope. The Conservatory Garden is free and open to the public year-round, and it's accessible by public transportation. There seems to be something new blooming here every week during the growing season, so it's worth visiting more than once. If you're a gardener, a plant enthusiast, or just someone who loves beautiful things, put this on your list. And if you happen to be in New York City in April, when the tulips and daffodils are at their peak, you'll definitely want to stop by for a visit. I'll leave a link to the Central Park Conservancy's website in the description below if you'd like to learn more about the garden's history and recent restoration. Thanks so much for joining me today, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you'll join me for the next garden tour. Until then, be well, and thanks for watching.